Look at the tip crowd. Folks, now we got another guy running. Clark is going to run for president, a four-star general. Admit it, Democrats, you need Hillary to run. Stop all this other nonsense. Nobody's heard of this guy. You got Democrats, both of you keep to your own parties. Did you see the other candidates for the Democratic debate? Did you see them kissing Sharpton's ass because it was held at the Black Caucus? They're like, amen, Reverend. Oh, you got that right, Reverend. But they were also trying to get in with him because he was the only one that was alive. He's the only one that has a personality. I hate him, and I still like him the best that night. Every time one of the white guys started speaking, I wanted to yell, wake up! Yeah, John Edwards. Is his haircut and bland look supposed to be reassuring? You know, why don't you get a mustache or a turtleneck, anything? I don't know. Got a tattoo on his neck, anything. All right. Then you got poor Joe Lieberman. Nobody in his crew has the nerve to tell him it's over. It's like, Joe, oh yeah, right, you're the vice president. Remember, you gotta go. How about Howard Dean? I'm the only white candidate that speaks about race. You're from Vermont. You must be getting a real bird's eye view of the racial static in this country from the pottery shops and the ski lifts, you loudmouth. And guess what? You made a bad chess move politically when you tried to knock heads with the children of Abraham, you little bowling ball of a man. You better get on the bus with the Israelis and hope the guy you're sitting next to doesn't have a shirt that's smoking. Now look. All right, look at John Kerry. This is the one that actually disappointed me. How could you be a Vietnam vet hero and be boring? You gotta work it. You gotta walk up there, and you gotta be like, Al Sharpton, you remind me of a brother I knew from my first tour of duty from Cleveland. Good kid. Then you gotta, when all the other Democrats let everybody speak, and then near like 5 minutes near the end, you're like, I think you people know my stance. I think I've proven while these gentlemen doing whatever they were doing, I was crawling through the tunnels of the make. I'm sure these guys do. You know my stance. Here's my stance, folks. This is my stance. You know, first of all, take a look at this clip.
My name is Wes Clark.
Who cares?
I am from Little Rock, Arkansas.
Shut up.
And I'm here to announce that I intend to seek the presidency of the United States of America.
So what? Folks, first of all, I might vote for him because somebody gave me this Clark button with a Clark bar attached to it last week. It's kind of cool. Yeah. Well, it's kind of cool. You know what a hassle I want somebody to go to the Clark company. Look, we got running for office. We don't know if he's running yet, blah, 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 blah. And then like, yeah, why don't we give a damn? Nobody buys Clark bars anymore. I thought these were from like when I was a kid. Jake, what do you think? Well, not about the Clark bar, about this thing.
Right.
Yeah.
I think I understand the question.
Okay.
Well, he's a Rhodes Scholar and first in his class at West Point. So I feel like he's too smart to be president. I mean, we've already got the guy in there now. The threat matrix they've had to convert to comic book form. And I am like you. I'm voting for Al Sharpton because I've had it with all of them. And I feel like just send Al Sharpton up there and just like, you deal with this guy for 4 years and we'll see how I vote next time.
Well, now, wait a minute. I did not say I'm voting for Al Sharpton, Jake.
That's what you told me.
Yes, you did. You said
shut up. I said I liked him the best, personality-wise.
My problem is...
I died. Was that?
Oh, I'm sorry. Too bad his name isn't Wesley Snickers. That's my preference. But, my... product placement.
Don't try to be Hollywood Inside stupid if I say product placement.
That was very funny.
Shut up. The joke was good, and then you tried to say, hey, crowd, I know the terminology.
I thought it was very funny.
Shut your mouth.
All right, you're right. I apologize. I did take it too far.
It's okay. You didn't take it too far.
Say what you were saying.
Tom Berenger called.
He doesn't wear a toupee.
Thank you, Lynn. But you thought I did. She doesn't wear a toupee. She's looking at me.
No, I was looking. I thought maybe
If I had a toupee, I'd have more hair over here on the toupee.
Would you let Pajama Shirt get his point out?
Yes. Please, will you please leave Auschwitz Shirt alone and let him finish his point?
Go on, hurt me. I'm an easy target.
You certainly are.
What was your point?
I wanted to say that Wesley, I actually like him because I saw some of the speech and he was saying that he wants to run a campaign that's going to move the country forward and not back. And it's that type of tough, innovative talk that makes him such a refreshing candidate.
Yeah.
I think he's also against crime and for education. This guy...
Even his speech, he's really a great public speaker. He said, my name is Wes Clark. As if like people have been saying, no, it's not. My name is
you're right.
Wes
He accepted the wrong part.
I think Sharpton is, the problem with I think Sharpton is the most exciting candidate in a lot of ways, but there's problems with him
ultimately winning a presidential election because he showed in the Tawana
Don't
brawl.
use the N-word.
Because he's black.
Well, no, not because he's black, because he showed
because he's black.
He showed during the Tawana Brawley affair that he's willing to lie to inflame racial tensions and to.
You can't be the president if you're not willing to lie, right?
But not about race.
Wait, Jake. Hold on. What were you going to say now?
Something about that, except funny. Thank you,
I'm
Jake.
sorry.
Let me explain to you. First of all, you don't ever attack John Holmes' 1978 shirt and hair.
No, but the reason obviously people are excited about Wesley Clark is because none of the other guys have a remote chance of winning. They're all flawed in huge ways. You have Lieberman, who's Jewish, and well, no, but look, the reality is the country's still a very racist and bigoted place, and he's got. I mean, if he at least was willing to come out and say, look, I will no longer drink the blood of Christian babies, there'd be a chance.
I believe people would not vote for a Jew because he's a Jew. I don't buy it.
Really, you don't, Mr. Utopian Dope? Of course they're not going to vote for a Jew. This is an awful country we live in. They're not going to vote for a Jewish president, Jewish vice president.
You're
maybe.
an awful man, but there's not an awful
Well, I'm not
country.
saying it's right. I like Lieberman.
Shut up. Just saying it's an awful country doesn't make you intelligent.
No, but I'm not saying that. I'm very conservative, but I think that the country's not going to vote for a black president or a black vice president. It's got to be a vice president or a Jewish president. It's going to be a Jewish vice president.
What about a woman? What about Hillary?
What about a woman?
Vice president. Oh, she's terrific, Hillary. Don't get me wrong. What energy she has. I mean, I really like her. She's spectacular.
She does.
Spectacular. It's amazing how people look at Hillary Clinton as this amazingly strong woman because she stayed with Bill Clinton. She stayed married to a guy who did nothing but stick it in fat chicks. When does that become... Really? When does that become a show of strength as a woman? To me, that's kind of pathetic. To stay with a guy who's doing nothing but cheating on you, and you're like, okay, he's a good husband, I love him. That's
What are you going to do, walk out in the middle of the White House?
I'm sorry. Yeah, why not, Hillary supporter? Why not? Why can't you walk out in the middle of the White House?
I'm a Sharpton supporter, a Hillary supporter today.
Hey, Rudy's wife left. Rudy's wife left when he was caught doing what he was doing with his dysfunctional unit.
That's why he's not running for president.
You call having cancer a dysfunctional unit? Interesting.
No, I always figured that Hillary was just staying there because she needed to stay in the White House because she was herself running for office. I always thought she was a lesbian.
Really?
Yeah, I figured.
And you're
Hillary
supporting
Clinton
her by
had
saying
something
this right
going
now?
on. No, I don't think that's bad.
Oh.
So you're saying, wait a second.
People
So
vote for a
you're
woman and a dyke in the same election?
Look, I started this by saying I'm not
Stupid
really
thinks
smart.
she's going to throw Clinton's suitcase out the window.
But now so you're accusing
not
Hillary
accusing her of being
Clinton.
lesbian.
You're accusing Hillary Clinton of being responsible for the attacks on the World Trade Center?
What's wrong with you?
I didn't get that.
Well, she said she was a lesbian.
We got to wrap it up. Look, I know a relationship is all about you, but please don't leave me alone with these people. Well, folks, Hans Blix, the weapons inspector, says that Iraq got rid of their weapons of mass destruction in 1991, okay? Now, first of all, if this Nazi knew that 10 years ago, why didn't he say so? Okay? I'll tell you what happened. They got to something that he doesn't want revealed. That's how it goes over there, mark my words. And I don't think Sweden should be dealing with weapons. They don't even have weapons. Why do they have weapons inspectors? You want weapons inspectors, you go to the airport security ladies in our country. A couple of those mean sisters with the big nails. You got to take off your shoes, sir. Open that factory, sir. No, it's closed. Takwisha. I'm not playing. Open that factory, sir. You think I'm playing? You say something, open the door. They'll get some results, folks. Now, Greg, I'm going to walk over here, but what do you think, Greg?
Nice staging.
Thanks, Greg.
I think, well, first of all, I supported the war reluctantly because I've always thought we should be more interventionist, not less when it comes to dictators and human rights abuses. But I think that this administration, the least they can do at this point is plant something because, I'm getting tired of losing arguments to people that were against the war in the first place.
Well, that's how they did draw us into it, was the whole, there's weapons, and Saddam started the World Trade Center attacks, and
But
none of that seems that is true now.
None of it, even if it's none that's true, don't you think that, isn't it kind of strange to live in a whole world, including in this country, where people like ignore whatever Saddam torture, murder, rapes for 20 years, and they take such relish in catching us in a little lie.
Well, I'm talking about that's the lie that we used to go over there. If we'd have said, look, this guy has numbers
Right, but
up
I'm
and
saying
we should
people
kick his
focus
ass.
on that. They're like, Saddam, well, we don't know. But, whoa, we told a lie.
Tell me his numbers up and we got to go kick his ass, and then I'm on
Oh,
board
for heaven's
for that.
sakes, nobody would have gone for that. Excuse my language.
I would have gone
I
for
get
that.
crazy.
Let me tell you something. That Hans Blix is such a stick in the mud. It's like, you know, enough with the weapons of mass destruction. It's water under the bridge. He said that Saddam Hussein might have been posturing.
You just turned into like an 80-year-old man.
But no, it's
Under the
true.
bridge.
He said Saddam Hussein was probably posturing. He did say that just to avoid an invasion, acting like he had them. And it's like, well, it worked. We thought he had them. Don't blame us that he's a great actor.
Yeah, I mean...
Shut up, third rape victim on Oz. Now, go ahead. Folks, let me tell you something. There's a battle right now. Talk about a waste of... the House of Reps cafeteria and dining halls over whether freedom fries should go back to being French fries. This is what's wrong with our whole country. Committees. Everything's a committee, a proposal, meetings, legislation. How about you walk in and just go, yeah, that was stupid, take down the sign. Well, what should we call them? Should we tell people they're French? No, everybody knows what French fries look like, stupid. But it always has to be this big thing. These representatives, do they understand? How could they make it? Don't you understand this is the whole problem and nonsense legislation, then they have to take it down?
With the heat wave?
I think the showing the fries 15 minutes ago.
I don't know if you guys would happen.
I think that was a subconscious.
I don't know.
How good did he...
They're not
spit on me. How good did he feel insulting me while I'm standing there handing him food?
The guy, I can't remember his name, Nay or Hay or Shay or Bay or something. The guy that's advocating all this stuff, he said they were arrogant and uncooperative before, and they still are. Like, even our freedom fries tactic hasn't brought them around. And people like, we don't know freedom fries, no freedom toast. Let's, what's the next step? We got to amp it up. Let's stop using all French words. Instead of like fiance, we'll just say person will eventually suck the will to live right out of me.
Aren't fries Belgian?
I think Norton should go back to stupid. Take your 140,000 million and leave, dummy. Go ahead. Oof.
Well, I think this whole thing is, we're trying to suck up to the French, like you said, by changing the name back because we want their help now.
We don't need their help.
Yeah, we do. No, yeah, we do. We did it all. We said, screw you, we don't need your help. We're going to go over there to Iraq and straighten everything out. Now they're still fighting us. Our guys are getting killed. We're blowing billions of dollars. We want France to pony up some money and send some beret-wearing soldiers down there.
Do you think the French even care, though? Like, do you think they're sitting around going,
because potatoes are from Idaho. They're not even from France. It's ridiculous.
They're from Belgium.
French wine.
French fries are from Belgium.
I mean, potatoes. It's not like French wine where what are you doing to them? You know what I mean? It's Idaho. Now listen, stupid. First of all, get that look off your mug.
Why, that was a great point you made about where potatoes are from. I'm sure everybody's fascinated by that.
And actually, and they're also from Maine too, Colin. So just be, you got to be precise.
I tried to slide into the subject, and he caught me. All right, you wanted to talk about what's this Grand Theft Auto?
Oh. Yeah.
I'd love to smash these in your head right now.
Actually, good, stupid.
My goodness. Go ahead. Keep talking.
All right.
Well, you have to wait for me to be finished before you continue?
Yeah, you're scalding yourself and distracting everyone. How am I supposed to get to my...
Go!
I know, you banged your back on the table.
Don't worry about me, stupid. Just talk.
It's not my fault. There's a bunch of people suing, or a couple people actually suing Grand Theft Auto. The makers of Grand Theft Auto, because a couple of teenagers reenacted what they saw in the game, went out and shot people, and now their families are suing Grand Theft Auto. And this has nothing to do with bad parenting. I mean, it can happen to any of us, because I remember when I was a teenager, I was arrested for painting my face yellow and running around yelling waka waka after playing Pac-Man.
Shh. Nobody say anything. Please, audience, please.
Got a little chuckle,
please.
And that will look much better when it's finally
Audience,
ended.
please, let's give him an honest appraisal.
All right, I'll accept that.
Did you just say,
No, I said it.
Did you say you paint your face yellow? Like the Pac-Man? You don't think that was kind of an insult to every comedy fan that took the time to come down to Hurricane Isabel to this show, stupid? That joke stunk.
You're right, it did stink. I apologize to the audience. And to you at home, this will probably never make the air, but if it does, I'm sorry. That joke was awful. I mean, granted, I'm not smooth enough to shove food into my fat face and bang my glove on the table.
Well, folks, life is pain, life is suffering. Commercials are quick. We'll be right back.